All right, I'm going to lead you in, Chuck.
What's that?
I'm going to lead you in. I'm going to it's like a softball.
You serve it up for me? Put it on a tee? Did you watch the game Thursday night at all? I did a little bit. I saw about...
Are we good? Are we on?
Last 8 minutes.
Sweet Ginger loves Blue Spice. Blue Spice. Blue Horseshoe loves Anacott Steel. Right. We're good? We're live? We're not live. Well, this is usually a delay, right? We're on. All right. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Rosemount Community Center for tonight's Rosemount Irish hockey action against a division rival, the Prior Lake Lakers.
Against who cares?
Which is a good point, Chuck. Why don't you give our disclaimer at this point?
If you are tuning in for information on the Prior Lake Lakers, find another network. This is a totally Rosemount biased broadcast. We only talk about Rosemount players, Rosemount coaches, Rosemount people. We don't care about Prior Lake.
Earlier tonight, one of the reasons why we're starting a little bit late, the JV game ran a little bit long with a couple of timeouts called at the end. Hard-fought action right up to the finish, but the Irish prevailed 2-1.
Hopefully the varsity has the same luck.
Now this will be the Irish's toughest opponent to date, and they both have a common opponent in both having played Minnetonka already this year.
Yeah, I told my wife that. She said Minnetonka might suck.
Well, they were a top 10 team in the state starting out. Prior Lake did beat them the other night 3-1, and the Irish beat them in the first game, opening game of the season, 6-2, I believe, 6-2. Prior Lake right now is 3-1, 0-1 in the South Suburban Conference. They lost their opener to Farmington 4-3, but they've won 3 straight, including the Minnetonka game we just talked about on Thursday, and beating St. Michael Albertville as well. Your Rosemount Irish right now are 4-0, 1-0 in the South Suburban. East Ridge and Bloomington Jefferson beating them 6-2 victory over Shakopee on Thursday. Currently they are ranked 3rd in the state according to the Let's Play Hockey rankings, and have won 16 of their last 17 games, with the only loss during that span coming to Egan in the section semis last year. Yeah. All 3 next games, by the way, Chuck, are at Rosemount Community Center, and after tonight they'll host Apple Valley on Thursday and Lakeville South next Saturday.
That means we're going to be busy.
We're going to be busy. As you know, we've agreed, contract has been settled that we are doing the home games this year, a couple away games, but all the home games.
Even the Apple Valley game?
Even the Apple Valley game, I believe. Or are we not doing the Apple Valley game?
I don't know. I thought we told them we weren't going to do that one.
I'll have to check the retainer.
Check the contract.
Either way, we're on tonight.
We'll be on next Saturday.
So head-to-head all-time, Rosemount leads this series with Prior Lake 17-13. And the Irish, for you statistician buffs like Chuck, have outscored them 137-110 in that span.
I'm not the numbers guy, that's you.
And last year, with Prior Lake playing them twice, they split, with the Lakers beating Rosemount here at Rosemount Community Center 3-2, and the Irish winning 5-2 at Dakota last year, and that is not where John Lennon used to live.
Mike's referring to John Lennon, the ex-Beatle musician who used to live in the Dakota apartments in New York or somewhere out east. Might have been in London even. I think they need to turn that radio or the music up.
Can you hear me okay?
I can now.
So right now, as the Lakers are taking the ice in those sweet neon uniforms, good Lord, Chuck, a plane might decide to land on this rink tonight if we're not careful.
Those were cool about 25 years ago.
I mean, someone must have lost a bet, or a team turned their uniforms in, and Prior Lake got these at a very deep discount, because these are very distracting uniforms as the Irish take the ice. to a what I would call another packed house tonight, Chuck.
It's packed to the right of me, not so much to the left of me.
But nobody wants to sit in the Prior Lake section. But we are stacked knuckles deep up here, Chuck, in the...
Yeah, we got to start getting here for the beginning of the JV game so we can get our broadcast positions established.
The Irish have already obviously formed a very strong following this year with high expectations for the year. Your leaders so far, Chuck, now through the 4 games the Irish have played. Luke Lewandowski leading with 8 goals in 4 games. The human highlight reel continues to impress. We've got 4 tied with 5 assists. Can you name them, Charles?
Mason Campbell.
That's 1.
Mason Wheeler.
That is not 1.
Jake Ratzlaw.
That is 1.
Connor Kennefick.
Connor Kennefick and...
I will say Steady Eddie, Little G.
Little G.
Garrett Horsager.
Little Garrett Horsager, who learned all his hockey from his mother. You know, Will has played now 10 games in the net dating back to February of this year. That's the longest goalie streak right now. And games on the ice for skaters, Kennefick and Campbell both have 58. So starting lineups for the Irish here. Tollefson will start in the goal. Number 10, Mason Campbell will be your first D. Along with Little G, Garrett Horsager, 25. Going with the second line starting tonight, Kennefick, Broughton Sabo, and Trevor Brum, who had a fantastic game the other night here at home, Chuck. Scored his first varsity goal, I believe, or second varsity goal.
You know, he had a good job on Thursday night as well against, who did they play Thursday? Shakopee.
We'll have to pause that thought. We got the national anthem here, folks. The national anthem's over, and the boys retreat to the net for their pep talk, and we'll be underway here shortly. I'd like to welcome all of you again to Rosemount Community Center, those of you joining the line. Your 4-0 Irish taking on
3-1 Lakers.
3-1 Lakers. That's a scary mascot, Chuck.
Yeah. How they carry that mascot around with them?
One big lake.
What I noticed the other night is some of these young kids, the first-year varsity players, are starting to get a little bit of confidence, a little bit of swagger in their game. And if you remember back to, I think it was the second broadcast, I said that's what they need to develop, and it looks like they might be heading down that road. They're getting a second line that's going to help back up that first line with scoring with the Hendricksons and the Brums and the Broughton Sables. Must be getting phone calls from his brother, getting some tips from Jackson, and things are on the upswing for an upstart team.
And we're ready for hockey here as the Irish win the face-off. They'll go back to Horsager, over to Campbell. He'll flip it up. It'll be tipped in there by Kennefick deep into the corner. Giving chase is Brum. It's flipped around, intercepted there, kept in the zone, just out of the zone by Garrett Horsager there as he'll dump it deep. The Irish will give chase. The forecheck here. Kept in the zone there by Mason Campbell. Back up to the point. He can be deadly as that's tipped, but blocked, and another quick shot there by Kennefic. Blocked, and another shot there goes just wide left, and that was also tipped. Flipped into the middle and intercepted there by Prior Lake as they'll break the neutral zone and dump it deep. That'll go all the way around just out of Tollefson's. Irish try to get a change here. Campbell will dump that deep and retreat. Lewandowski now out on the ice. The human highlight reel gives chase. Oh, hard hit there at center ice as Charlie Strammel takes probably the hardest hit he's faced this year. Prior Lake into the zone, try to send a cross ice pass that's blocked by Strammel. Giving chase is Mason Wheeler, but Prior Lake got a quick one-timer there.
Wow, they had a wide open net to shoot out there.
Breaking out though now is Strammel. He's
a strong skater.
Hendrickson there on the left with him. Lewandowski peels around the right. It's broken up. Sent all the way around, picked up by Horsager. He'll send it over to Campbell. Campbell now will skate up. He'll dump it deep. The Irish will change again. Prior Lake will get a partial change as well. All the way across ice, intercepted there by Horsager as he dumps it back in, and a bouncing puck kept behind the net there as Horsager keeps it in as Prior Lake tries to clear it. A nice tip there almost by Beatty. Irish player goes down there. The Water Beetle with a quick low 60-degree lob shot that was sculled at the goalie, and save is made.
I like these lines, how they split up that top line a little bit and made a really good second line. Second line here tonight, first line, second line, whatever you want to call them.
So we've got Weismiller at the right, Beatty at the left, the Beetle in the middle. That could be a rap song, the Beetle in the middle, Chuck. Think of some lyrics for that one. Horsager not able to get that one out. Beatty gives, the
Beetle.
Bowick gives chase there. Say his name right once here. Beatty tried to send that one out, intercepted. Prior Lake, nice sweeping block there by Horsager as he swallows another puck. They'll try to go the other way now. That goes up to Beatty. They'll break out through the neutral zone. Sent all the way across there to Kennefic as he's breaking in with a quick low shot, just saved by the goalie's pad there. Almost kept in the zone by the Irish as they knock heads. Wheeler now takes the puck, sends it over to Ratzlaff. From Sabo over to Kennefic into the corner. Wheeler will pinch up. Oh, almost tipped there by Kennefic. Kept in the zone there as Kennefic takes a shot. That'll come back out. Some fire wagon hockey here as we go back and forth already, Chuck.
A little bit. They're just feeling out periods, see who's going to do what, and how the forecheck is going, who's going to back check, who isn't.
Wheeler will send that around. Picked up there by Brum. He'll send it back. Hard hit there. Could have called a headshot there, but decides to let it go. And Sabo now peeling up the right side. He'll break in all alone as the Irish change. They'll have to dump it deep as Sabo will leave the ice now, but that's kept in by Hendrickson with a quick shot and almost a tip in there by Lewandowski.
Nice. Hendrickson is one of the Hendrickson, Brum, they're taking huge steps here the last couple games. A lot of confidence. I'm seeing a lot of confidence, a lot of swagger. That's what they need.
So 3:45 we've reached in the first period here, 13:15 to go. 5 shots for the Irish, none for that scary lake down south. Irish win the faceoff, but just happens to split the uprights as it goes all the way down the ice. Horsager leaves it behind for Campbell, who tries to chip it up the boards. That's intercepted. Centering pass there from Prior Lake, but nice play there by Strammel using his feet to keep the puck, and he'll go wide left and pinched up against the boards there, knocked off the puck. Hendrickson with support. Wheeler able to step in and send it back to the corner, and Prior Lake will regroup. Kept in by Wheeler again. He takes a shot this time. Bounces all the way back up to the blue line, and Strammel just uses his body and surfs across the blue line there. Wheeler with a shot almost tipped off of Hendrickson's thigh pad there.
He tried to bank it in off Hendrickson's breezers.
Wheeler with a couple of nifty moves there. Strammel now sauce that over to Wheeler, and he'll change. Wheeler with the quick slap shot, curveball in there. Effective enough to let the Irish regroup, and coming in now Prior Lake with a fan. And that was not effective at all. In fact, the Irish now break out they had 3-on-2, but Prior Lake quick to get back. Mason Campbell will pick that up as it passes everybody into the Irish zone. Over to Horsager, he'll send it back behind the net. Campbell just a little bit too hard, but chasing that down is Beatty with his speed, and they wave off icing. Nice work by Zach Beatty there.
Good hustle.
He commented about his speed the last game.
That'll keep you on the ice.
Nice interception there by Campbell. Beatty tries to send it up, but just loses it.
Good stick, little G.
Blocked by Horsager again. Prior Lake just able to keep the puck in the zone here as the Irish are fighting to get it out. Finally, they'll send it up the boards. That will clear the zone, and Beatty will take his man down, and we'll have our first penalty of the game. Not sure what this call will be. They call a hook there, Chuck.
It's going to be a hook.
I recognize that ref.
Oh, is that your favorite one, Mike?
Well, he's one of my favorite. I have many favorites, just as you do. He usually does a nice job. So we'll see how that plays out throughout the course of the week. Maybe we'll critique. Should have the all-state referee team at the end of the season.
We'll broadcast that right after the all-hair team, the all-flow team.
So the Irish on the penalty kill here. Wheeler, Kennefic, Lewandowski, and Ratzlaff will fight this off as Wheeler tries to send it all the way around. Try this again, and Wheeler will send it up just out of Ratzlaff's reach. They keep it in. They try to center it, and it gets through with a quick shot there.
Oh,
what a play there.
That'll even things up.
Quick block there by Tollefson.
You can't do that, 12.
Going for the puck was Mason Wheeler, and he's hauled down like a sack of taters. That doesn't happen very often for Mason Wheeler. I'm sure he got his number as we're watching the replay here. It's an easy call with the stick right in the armpit.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer right in front of the ref, too.
So that negates the power play and the penalty kill, as will be 4-on-4 hockey here for 1:42 before the Irish will take an 18-second power play, and that assumes no other penalties. 10:46 to go here in the first period. Still 0-0. We'll face off in the Prior Lake zone. This should open the ice up a little bit, Chuck.
That's good for some teams and not good for others.
Quick tip out of the zone there, and that'll come outside.
I would say it bodes well for the Irish. They have they're kind of a high-flying, open ice type of team.
Well, they got their speed out there, or they had their speed out there. Looks like Lewandowski left. Got Sabo, Kennefic, Horsager, and Campbell out there now. The ref needs some.
Another piece of rubber.
And the ref that we were commenting about, Chuck, is socializing with some young fans down there. Not sure that's a good thing. They're Prior Lake kids too, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. He might be a
Prior Lakean.
That comes all the way around the boards in the Irish zone here. Pinched up hard by Horsager, and a scrum ensues with Sabo joining the mix. He's able to get that out to Kennefic, who regroups behind the net. Nobody there for that quick tip, but he'll fight through it. Bumped off the puck there, but picked up by Campbell now as he loses it. It's got to be a slippery puck out there, Chuck. The Irish just can't seem to get a handle on it to get it to somebody.
I think the ice is slippery tonight, too.
Campbell with a nice pass back to the Prior Lake player. He'll try it one more time.
Hey, they did it.
Can't hit the flop wedge like his dad can, but the Irish will send that all the way deep. That'll be icing as they are 4-on-4, even strength.
Regroup a little bit here.
Again, those of you just joining us, we are 9:36 to go here in the first period, still 0-0. Rosemount Irish against the Prior Lake Lakers here in South Suburban Conference hockey tonight. Both teams 4-on-4 with a player each in the box for another 29 seconds. Wheeler will pin him up against the boards, and he'll squirt free, trying the centering pass there. It's broken up by Strammel. He gives his player a hard shot. He'll squirt the puck out to Wheeler. He'll chip it up to Lewandowski, and now with him and Strammel giving chase, Lewandowski tries a move to the middle and loses the puck. Prior Lake looks to be keying on him tonight, as that's just over Lewandowski's stick with a nice move there, and Tollefson able to make a nice save.
The last line of defense stepped up and saved their bacon a little bit there.
And the Irish now back to full strength. In fact, they'll be on a 15-second power play here at the 9-minute mark to go. For you purists, that's the 8-minute mark of the period. Strammel will take the face-off here. With a hit by Brum, comes out to Strammel, gets it over to Kennefic. Kennefic leaves it back for Ratzlaff, who swings it over to Horsager. Back to Ratzlaff now as he'll skate up through center ice. He'll enter the zone. Pinches the puck up against the boards, and Prior Lake's able to squeeze that out as Brum gives chase, and Ratzlaff tries to send it deep. Swung back behind the net. Prior Lake, as they chip it out, and squeezes out through the middle there, and Brum gives chase. Ratzlaff will regroup with that to Horsager. Back to Ratzlaff, back to Horsager. It's like Wimbledon, but not.
They're going to call icing there.
Horsager looks like he took a shot here, and he has something to say to the ref. Probably asking him if he's seen the
license
Irishman on Netflix yet. Wanting him to know it's a long movie, so plan your time accordingly.
2.5 hours.
I think it's 3.5 hours. Have you seen it?
I started watching it, didn't grab my interest yet, so I got to try again maybe someday.
When you have more time.
I got 3.5 hours to kill.
Hendrickson bumped off the puck there with Wheeler coming in now. He doesn't see the man on the right. And a blocked shot there by Prior Lake. Squirts out, and Hendrickson takes a shot at it. Coming out the other way now, Wheeler's got a chip on his shoulder. Hard hit. And that's unfortunate. That looked like an Irish player's stick was out on the ice.
You know what he got? He got that little bar between the bench and the penalty box.
I think he got someone's stick, honestly. We'll see here in the replay. A lot of the Irish players standing up. That's hard to tell on the replay, but
he got that stanchion right between the bench and the penalty box.
The only reason why I'm thinking it was another player's stick was the coach was pretty quick to get the players to step back.
I think the stick you saw flying was his.
Well, we'll have to ask that player. I think the boys.
I think that was step one of Thumper's getting even.
I think he took the hit, though, past that post, Chuck. We'll have to look on the replay. Either way, it looked like it hurt, and he's now sitting on the bench getting some attention.
By the certified athletic trainer that's at all high school games.
Prior Lake able to squeak in with a quick shot. That's off Tollefson's stick and out of play. Seven to 3 now, the shots favoring the Irish. 7:38 to go. We'll try to get some scores from some of the other action in the South Suburban Conference going on tonight, including Eastview at Burnsville. And earlier today, Egan took on Apple Valley, and Shakopee was at Lakeville South at 3 o'clock. North taking on Farmington here at 5. So we'll see if we can get some of those scores. Campbell gives chase, picked up by Strammel. He'll send a nifty little pass there to Horsager. He'll come back the other way. He's not quite sure what to do, and the ref's in the way. Stramel able to poke that free. Sends it all the way over. Campbell will take that from Hendrickson and leave it back with a quick low shot there just off the toe of the goalie.
Oh.
And the Irish able to center that, but nobody there to pick it up. That's intercepted there by Horsager with a great poke check. Followed up by a solid hit there by Bowick, but I'm not sure he intended that. It looked like two players not watching where they were skating. Bowick gives chase now and up against the boards.
Good job. He got his front shoulder ahead of that guy, kind of squeezed him off on the boards.
Wheeler now skates through with a quick low shot off the goalie's right pad. That'll go back behind the net. Wheeler skates past it. High lob pass just out of the reach of Ratzlaff, but he's able to be the first one there. Goes back behind the net, and Ratzlaff able to fight him off. Puck tries to come all the way across as Wheeler picks that off midair to Beatty. Beatty squirts that up now to Bowick, who sends it deep and will try to change the line. Weismiller able to break out. And that is icing, as it did not touch the Prior Lake player.
They did call icing.
Looks like the medic has left the Prior Lake bench, so...
What number player was that, do you remember?
I don't care, remember? It's
That's
the other
right.
team.
I just want to see if he shows his face on the ice again.
I cared more to understand what happened with the Irish players involved in it than I did what happened to him, although I'm glad he's okay.
Ooh, nice shot, little G.
Quick point shot there from Horsager. Back up. Swings over to Campbell. He'll take a quick wrist shot that's tipped around in front. The garbage is being cleared from the front of the net there as Brum takes a hard cross check down trying to tip that shot. Back up to Campbell with another wrist shot. That scored! That scored!
Nice.
I'm not sure if that was tipped or not. It looked like it was redirected, but hard to tell.
Found the upper left corner, that's all I know.
Definitely found the upper left-hand corner. That came up. Kennefic was able to get that pass deep to Brum, back up to Campbell.
Campbell led the line through the handshake, so I'm guessing he must be the one that got it.
Top left snipe at the 5:45 left in the first period. Irish lead 1-0. That's some home cooking right there, Chuck.
That's right, brother.
Irish lose the faceoff there with another check into the zone. Stramel picks that off. Sabo had the other assist there. So Kennefic and Sabo with the apples, Chuck.
Sabo with the apple, yeah.
And Campbell with the goal. So nice work by the boys, as we'll have another icing call here.
Those two have been playing together for about 15 years, I think.
So I want to welcome everybody again to the stream here. We're just past the midway point here of the first period, starting late after the JV game ran long. 2-1 victory for the Irish. We're just over 5 minutes to go here as Horsager sends that deep. Campbell chops that down behind the net. Quick one-timer there, skated by two players. Horsager able to keep that in. Weismiller, wrong side of his stick there as he couldn't take the handle on it. Prior Lake comes in, and Tollefson with a nice save. Crashing the net there. Two players. Prior Lake able to keep that in. Another quick shot just over Will's glove.
Will doesn't have a stick.
And Will is missed. There's another player missing a stick. They got sticks everywhere. It's a yard sale out there, Chuck.
Prior Lake keeps kicking his stick farther and farther away.
So there should be some sort of complaint there from the Irish about Prior Lake. I didn't think you could touch the stick out there, Chuck.
I don't know if he did it intentionally or not, but...
the replay sure would indicate he did. Dragged his skate right over the top of it.
That son of a gun.
In that situation, should one of the defensemen have given him their stick? Maybe?
There was another stick laying on the ice behind Will, and somebody tried to push it over to him, but he didn't see it in time. Or I don't think he even knew it was there. But yeah, normally you'll see a defenseman do that.
So just like that, we're tied up now at 1. And another quick rush there for Prior Lake with another tipped one-timer, but Will's able to stop that one. Now feeling comfortable with his stick back in his hands.
Yeah, makes things a lot easier.
So we said this would be a tough matchup. So far it's proved to be, as both teams have scored once, and both teams have had multiple scoring chances. Although the Irish still lead the shot department 12-7. That's dumped deep there, Prior Lake. Centering pass there, broken up by Wheeler. That'll come all the way out of the zone. Dumped back in. That touched a Prior Lake player, I think, but they missed it. Wheeler leaves it behind for Ratzlaff as he's pinched up against the boards.
Malkop, the ref, got in the way on our breakout attempt over there.
Sable's able to come out, though, with the puck and get it over to Kennefic, who dumps it deep. 4 players there, 2 apiece, into the corner. Dumped back in by Kennefic. Picked up by Prior Lake, but kept in by Horsager. And sent deep again by Kennefic.
Good forecheck.
Rushing the other side is Hendrickson. Tips it back to Campbell as he tries to send it deep again. Kennefic tried to center that, but nobody there. And it was also intercepted by Prior Lake as they bring up the other side. But nice back check there by Hendrickson. As Campbell sends it all the way across now to Hendrickson, who picks that up softly. The human highlight reel is able to get it, but he's pinched off the puck hard. And Prior Lake tips that in. That should go back into the zone.
Should, yeah.
Yep, the ref got it right. Our favorite ref got it right, Chuck.
He's learning.
He is learning. So exactly 3 minutes to go, which means we've hit the 14-minute mark of the period. Still 1-1. Prior Lake able to win that face-off. Strammel gives chase. Lewandowski intercepts, and here we go. 1-on-4 with a quick low shot there. Just steered wide right by Prior Lake. Lewandowski able to knock his player off the puck, and that comes all the way out to a screaming Prior Lake player, but broken up there.
No, what's he going to call?
By Brady Johnson, and there'll be a penalty there as both players go down. Holding.
I don't know about that.
And they'll let each other know what they think about themselves. So the Irish are going a penalty kill here with 2:33 to go in the first. I want to give a little bit of a shout out to the boys down at Territorial Hall at the University of Minnesota, Chuck. I think there's a group watching tonight. It happens to be one of the alumni's birthdays.
Oh, it is.
Tyler Lenaruth tonight, number 34 last year, celebrating his 19th birthday tonight.
Happy birthday, Tyler.
With a group of his roommates, including Josh Klopp, who is also an alum of the team. So, boys, hope you're enjoying the broadcast, having fun tonight. Horsager there, able to tipped in by Kennefic. The Irish are killing a penalty here, as we mentioned. Prior Lake streaking into the zone, and there'll be another penalty on the Irish there.
5-on-3 for the rest of the period.
That's unfortunate. Wasn't intentional, but yet pretty obvious, unfortunately. As Campbell will go for a hook. So now we'll have a 5-on-3 for 1:23. The Irish will have to kill this off. And they'll do it with Wheeler, Ratzlaff, and Sabo.
Good luck, boys. Give me your best.
So at least for the majority of the remaining time in the first period, we'll be 5-on-3 unless Prior Lake scores. Quick slap shot there as Tollefson swallows that.
No rebound. Good rebound control by Will.
Swallows that like a Tylenol with a bad headache.
15:05.
Get that in your system as fast as you can, Chuck, is the motto of that slogan. Kennefic out there now, so the Irish quick to change the center.
Nice job.
And they get it all the way down.
That Netflix has centered that, yeah.
Yep.
That was a good job.
It'll kill 10 seconds. We're just down now to a minute here to go in the 5-on-3. Wheeler gives chase. Kennefic stays high at the point. Centering pass across. They try to dump it back. Setting up here with a three. Three guys at the top and 2 deep. Ratzlaff able to steal that. And here we go. It's a 2-on-1.
This would be epic.
Over to Kennefic. Tries to send it over to Ratzlaff. It does. Oh, just wide. Right. A 2-on-1 when you're trying to fight a 5-on-3 would have been unbelievable.
That would have been epic.
That would have been something as Ratzlaff just tipped that wide right. Heck of a pass there by Kennefic. But the Irish just not able to convert as Prior Lake comes back in with a quick snipe that's sent wide. 15 seconds to go in the 5-on-3, 45 seconds to go in the period. Prior Lake comes with probably one last rush here with the 5-on-3. Sabo's back out there now with Lewandowski and Horsager.
Yeah, Sabo.
Oh, and that cross squirts out here with Strammel. The goalie's able to come out. Oh, the Lakers got lucky there as Strammel was coming out of the box at the same time the puck was sent deep. Strammel now gets that over to Lewandowski, and he's one-on-one. And we know what can happen there as he's hooked. That's got to be a call, and it is.
Good job, Honey Badger.
Nice work, Lewandowski.
Speed kills, brother. Speed kills.
What a play as he sent the puck between the player's legs, beat him around to the puck. The player had no choice but to take down the human highlight reel.
He got it on the player before the player could turn around.
And that negates the power play. So the Irish not only fought off the 5-on-3, but they've negated the power play that Prior Lake would have had for the remainder of the period.
And they'll have a power play starting out the next period.
With 7 seconds to go in the period here, they'll face off in the Prior Lake zone. Prior Lake able to get that puck free. Tollefson way out of the net.
Whoa.
And he's able to steer that one free at the buzzer, but wow. That is some crazy goaltending right there.
What an exciting first period.
I mean, last time I saw somebody chase a puck that far out of the net, Dan Garrity was still coming to these games.
He sits at home and watches them on TV now.
Well, I don't know what he's doing now, but he's definitely not here. Mason Campbell's looking for an explanation on his penalty. Either that or he's inviting the ref over to dinner later.
I think he's working on his law degree, see if he gets things changed here a little bit.
The refs, I don't know what the ref's doing handing out a puck other than trying to
teasing the kids.
Tease the kids with a blank black puck. So what an exciting first period of hockey there, folks. 1-1. Both teams scoring in the first period there. Both teams experiencing power plays and penalty kills. And the Irish just squeezing out a little bit of a lead here in shots, 13-10.
I've been informed we're going worldwide with our broadcast. We got a shout out to Jason and Brianna in Australia.
Wow.
Mason Campbell's aunt and uncle.
Now, if my memory serves me correct, the time in Australia right now is like 11 in the morning, or 20 to 11.
So they're watching the game while they're having brunch, Bloody Marys and egg bake.
Maybe they can correct us, but I'm pretty sure that's close to the time, if not the time.
I want to give another shout out. Can I do that, or you want to save it for later?
Yes, no.
I'm going to give a shout out to somebody that cannot hear us because he's in the arena. Joel Carlson is on the property tonight.
That is a great point. Joel was announced earlier in the game as being here.
Good to see you here, Joel.
And he's down just out in front of the locker room. A lot of the boys are down there from the JV team. I see Conboy down there talking to him. We'll see if we can zoom in for everybody here. So you can see Joel there, obviously still in his wheelchair, but standing strong.
That's good. There you go.
He's been making tremendous progress. I know I see his posts of all the people visiting him on Instagram. Chuck, I'm sure you do as well. As a frequent user of Instagram, you are a social media guru.
Oh, yeah, I'm a maven.
If you're not following #KingChuck, you're missing out, folks.
Yeah, you're not missing much. I saw Will on a treadmill the other day, video of Will on a treadmill. Kind of got me choked up a little bit, seeing the kind of progress he's making. It's got to be hard for a kid that age to be held back the way he is.
I think he's slated to go home soon, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's still a little while. I know they're working on some things in his house to make it easier for him once he is home. But Joel, it's great to see you, and welcome to the game. Oh, we got a special guest here.
Uncle Breezy and Jason, Australia. We love you.
Wow, look at that haircut. You didn't pay. Hey. You didn't pay for that haircut, did you?
No, his dad did.
I mean, I'd see if you can get your hair back with that haircut.
I can't have long hair. It has to be short.
All right. So nice that they could say hello to their aunt and uncle in Australia.
I wish I had an aunt and uncle in Australia.
I wish I had hair like that. So someone could tell me I shouldn't get it cut like that. It's pretty slick. It looks good. It's starting to get old. Chuck, he's looking more like a little young man.
I know. I remember when he was brought here in a baby basket.
I remember when he used to, when he'd tell me to shut up, but he'd add another word in there, and his hair looked like it hadn't been combed for a week.
Because that's how his parents talk, right?
Yeah, exactly. Heck, Chuck's told me that many times, but I didn't think anything about it. I got to give some credit to the Zamboni driver. I mean, this guy, a sheet of ice gets resurfaced here faster than anybody, but I guess that's how the Rosemount Community Center makes their money.
And this is a slow guy.
And this is the slow guy, but he's pretty quick. Apparently we don't have a squirt game in between periods tonight, Chuck.
No.
The Sainties are all worn out from the last game.
They got all their ice time for the week. They didn't need to get that extra 10 minutes.
I think we had a record number of Sainties on the ice at one time. I think it was 24.
It was probably over the legal limit.
I didn't know there were that many Sainties, but that night everybody was a Saintie.
I got a compliment on my table tonight, too, from the Prior Lake contingent.
As you should. I think we should market those. Oh, Map Hockey in the house.
Yeah.
Wes Jervik just walked by, for those of you familiar with the MAP program. I know the contingent at Territorial Hall is certainly familiar with that.
At least one of them.
At least a couple of them. So it's nice to see Wes walk by. Didn't get a chance to talk to him, but
he was at another game earlier. One of our first couple games he was at. I remember seeing him. I think it was here.
Well, we do have a scouting room, as you know, Chuck. So
lightly used.
Many of a hockey individual sometimes stops here during game time, not for the game, but for the snacks and the water or coffee. Brought to you by your chef, Stephen Lewandowski.
The Blue Line Club president and the father of the Honey Badger.
Father of the Honey Badger. Human Highlight Reel Jr. So we're just past halfway done resurfacing here. I don't really see anybody else walking around or walking by.
Nobody else important. I did run into one of the locals at the movie theater the other night, and she said, I just love sitting at home on Saturday night listening to you and Mike and watching the game on TV. I said, you got to get a life if you're going to sit at home on a Friday or Saturday night listening to us on the TV.
Well, for more reasons than just that, I think you need a life in that case. But just looking at the feed here, we got a couple of people chiming in. the Pee Wee AA's are up in Duluth, so apparently that city's reopened.
Are they still there?
The city has reopened after the 22 inches of snow they got.
If they pushed all that snow into Lake Superior, it might go over the banks.
It might actually rise the tide a little bit. But Lisa, thanks for letting us know. The Pee Wee AA's are cheering on from Duluth, and welcome Pee Wee AA's to the stream. Our good friend, who we've never met, Greg Stefano, quick to let us know in other sports besides hockey tonight, the Badgers are leading Ohio State early in the first quarter, 7-0. Jonathan Taylor with a 35-yard touchdown run, so he picks up right where he left off after game day here 2 weeks ago.
1 week ago.
1 week ago. So, Greg, thanks for the stat there. And we do have Noah Fandrick watching from Fort Hachua, Arizona.
Wow.
That was not a sneeze. I believe that is the name of the city. And, oh, look at that. T-Hall is buzzing. As 3 less teeth, Josh Klopp let us know they're watching. So he must have lost a bet and had to been the one that had to subscribe to the YouTube channel and gave us acknowledgement that they're watching from T-Hall on their small television screen in their dorm room.
They don't have a 50-incher down there? Well, you didn't give them a 50-inch from your basement?
They got a TV that I wish I had when I was in college. Thing does more. That thing only doesn't cook for them. But they're probably streaming from their Xbox. This is technology for you, Chuck. They're probably streaming from their Xbox, connected on their flat screen that's connected to the internet in the dorm.
Unbelievable.
Technology is great. They probably got another one next to it. They're playing Xbox while they're watching. So good to see you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying some pizza. Our cameraman is getting scolded right now, looks like.
You getting spanked?
If we had a video on this, we would ad-lib what they're saying.
We'll leave them alone. We'll just put
that would have been fun. Yeah, we're working on being able to do the kissing cam. But the unfortunate thing is nobody knows that they're on. And that kind of...
Right, we need one of those 50-inch TVs on the other side of the arena so that people can see it. See the Jumbotron.
So finally we're done resurfacing as the nets come back into position. They'll let the ice settle up for a couple of minutes. And starting the second period, we'll have the... should be on 4-on-4, and the Irish, after 5 seconds, will take a minute 48 power play, barring any other additional penalties called by either team. Quick question here, Chuck. Who scored for the Irish on the stream here?
Mason Campbell.
It was Mason Campbell from the
point. About 5 feet inside the blue line. Found the upper left corner.
Goalie never saw it as he dropped, and Mason found the top left corner. As you're looking at the screen, the Irish were moving right to left. And they cycled the puck nicely in the corner up to Campbell, who took the shot and was able to bury it. So Mason Campbell with, not sure what goal that is for him, but he's one of those tied for assists still. Actually, no, not tied for assists anymore because Kennefic had an assist on that goal. So he takes the lead there. Lewandowski still leading in goals with 8. And 4 games, he's on pace for what, 50
goals?
50 goals now?
After the first game, he was on pace for 100 goals.
So he's definitely slacking a little bit, where he's slowed down to 50. I just got a dirty look from his dad. So some interesting choice of music tonight from our DJ. I feel like I should find a partner to slow dance in the corner here as the disco ball starts spinning.
Turn the lights down and set the mood.
Back in the days at the old Apple Valley Ice Rink, this is what we would call an all skate.
They could do that if my wife was still here. I'd go and see if she wants to slow dance with me for a little while.
Well, I've seen your wife dance, Chuck, and she probably would.
She's an excellent slow dancer.
Is that code for something else, or
no? That's just
dancing.
Just dancing, brother. Just
don't want to get in trouble tonight.
We keep this a G-rated broadcast for the most part.
Wow, lots of the concessions are hopping still. If you haven't been up there yet, take a walk up there, folks. When you're here.
Who gets the concession money? Does the Blue Line Club get that? RCC? Raha?
I think that's a good question. That could be a trivia question. I'm not sure who gets what happened to our Blue Line Club president here.
He's right down in front of you.
Well, we'll ask him at a break. But clearly the concessions are popular tonight. It's actually a mild night out there for weather. Although parking, there must be something going on with the National Guard. Chuck, you had to take a bus here after parking down by Cooper's, I believe, on Highway 3.
I parked at Old Chicago in Apple Valley, and I had to take a bus up.
Hey, Danny Kay's in the house.
Danny Kay, the Milky Way.
Walking as effective as he ever has, right behind James Eyes Sainty. So Danny helping scout tonight, one of our alumni as well. Did a fantastic job for the team while he was here. I know the boys really enjoyed having him on the bench. He was a goalie back in the day, by the way, Chuck. Danny Kay.
Manager of the year, wasn't he?
Manager of the year, but he was a goalie prior to letting Will take the show, along with Reed Nelson, who was also a goalie that year. Reed Nelson, by the way, fun fact for you, Chuck.
Okay, let's hear it.
Never lost a varsity game.
Shut up.
Never lost a varsity game.
He should have played more. Maybe he should have played against Egan last year.
And he should have. And started probably more games than is necessary to have that record stand in the books. He didn't just start one or two games. He started quite a few when Tollefson was hurt that year. But the only varsity goalie with probably 8 starts or more to never lose a game. So, and he's playing club hockey up at college and doing very well up there as well.
Major mistake by the Prior Lake D. He thought the penalty was over. He slung the puck down the ice, which induced an icing. They bring the face-off back in their Prior Lake.
So 6 seconds in, the penalty is over, but at the time they shot the puck, it was not. And the Irish now full strength facing off in the Prior Lake zone. Lewandowski will take this with Hendrickson and Sabo at the wings. Wheeler and Campbell at the point. Prior Lake winning that one, setting it all the way around, but Wheeler able to keep it in. He's bumped hard off the puck, but Wheeler keeping it in there as he lays on it. That squirts back into the zone deep. They're calling it offsides.
I never saw the puck come out of the zone.
That's a terrible call. With one demerit, that ref is off the slate for first team all reffing. And he's letting him know no. Should ask him, how did he see that through the beard that he's grown? But nonetheless, he made the call, and the Irish pick it up, and they'll set up the play here in the power play. Quick one-timer by Wheeler there. Lucky the goalie. Oh, and he fans on it. And the Irish are not able to keep it in. Coming all the way down, Tollefson with the stop. He thought about sending it all the way down.
If you're killing the penalty, Will, that would have worked.
Campbell, they're going to give him the room. He'll take it up. Gives that over to Sammy Sabo. It's over to Wheeler. Back to Campbell. Back to Wheeler. They're trying to set up, I think, the one-timer for Wheeler again. The patented Ratzlaff shot. And there it is, off the ankle of the Prior Lake player.
That's going to sting.
Prior Lake now tries to flip that up deep, and that's picked off by his own player, who then decides it was a good idea to send it deep. Wheeler leaves it for Campbell as he struggles to get that up, but it gets through. And now Brum gets it over to Lewandowski. Quick shot there. That's tipped out of play into the net. 23 seconds to go in the power play for the Irish. With 15:29 to go. Another quick shout out from another alum, Wyatt Ebner, greeting us, Chuck.
Where's Wyatt at these
From
days?
the Naval Station in Mayport. So Wyatt, welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show here with your former teammates and team. Irish set it up with Kennefic all the way over there to Horsager, back up to the top, and Kennefic, he'll swing it over. Quick shot there. Ratzlaff back to Kennefic with a low shot that's blocked by Prior Lake, and Prior Lake's at full strength. Almost had a break out there.
Yeah, they could have got that guy right out of the penalty box.
But he did not stay on the ice and went to the box, which caused some delay there. Prior Lake now flips that up.
Into the Rosemount Irish bench, almost getting Ricky Saney in the face.
Wanted to make sure Ricky was paying attention, which
He was.
By the way,
light on his feet.
fun fact about Coach Saney, Chuck.
Here we go.
Thanksgiving tradition at the Sainty house is Ricky does the dishes.
Oh, is that right? I'll have to ask him about that.
Male athlete of the year
Doing dishes
does
on
the
Thanksgiving.
dishes on Thanksgiving. Could be the husband of the year or the father of the year, too.
I think that's
right
what he's
there.
shooting for.
Just behind Campbell, and he's not able to take control. It's Prior Lake now with a quick 2-on-1. Tollefson with a great save.
Through his
Prior Lake almost tipped that rebound in, but Will had his leg on it, and Prior Lake stays at 1 goal. They'll send it back behind the net now. Putting a little bit of pressure on the Irish here. As Sabo able to keep the puck around the boards there. Sent back around the boards now. They try to pinch that up, and it's picked up now by Kennefic and lost by Kennefic. But now here comes Lewandowski into the zone. He breaks to the middle, and he's tripped, but no call. Prior Lake comes out, intercepted by Kennefic, who loses it, but picks it up and sends it back to Wheeler. Lewandowski, that's why he doesn't play baseball, not able to grab that puck. But he plays hockey, and he leaves it back for Wheeler. Wheeler thought he had Lewandowski behind him, but he did not. And now Prior Lake with a 2-on-1, and they're off sides. 28, what are you thinking? That mullet is covering his eyes or something, because that's just not smart hockey, Chuck.
He's the same knucklehead that sent the puck down the ice at the beginning of the period, I think. Kids, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. You never know what the heck they're going to do next.
Prior Lake wins the face-off, but not able to send it in as Beatty blocks that puck. The Water Beetle's back out there now. He's giving chase. His legs are moving him out. Souvenir! That came right into your screens there, folks. Looks like everyone's okay.
Don't panic, people. Don't panic.
That,
Nobody hurt. No harm, no foul.
An end-over-end puck right towards somebody not paying attention. I did see someone pick up a baby like to block the puck, which...
Oh, they did not.
That's the Prior Lake side. I don't know what happened there, but might have been instinct. Might have been just bad timing.
It's instinct to throw a baby in front of a flying puck.
Well, for that person, just bad timing probably.
The kid had to burp, and the dad threw him in front of a flying puck.
Irish will try to play it up the boards there, but they'll lose it to Prior Lake. A couple of spinners there as Tollefson makes a quick one-time save there. Lewandowski now trying to get the puck up the boards there. Oh, there's a no call. I'm not sure what anybody's complaining about. I didn't see anything, Chuck. Stramanol coming out the other way. Oh, and a bullnosed dive there into 21. Ratzlaff now showing some of his finest hand moves as a defenseman. I mean, they don't teach that in the U.S., Chuck.
They do, but not at this level.
Campbell sends it deep. Lewandowski gives chase on the forecheck. And that's tipped into the zone there by Campbell's. Prior Lake tries to regroup, and Campbell takes a man down. Just coming up to the 5-minute mark here in the period, and that's a hard hit on Campbell. 18's going for another one, and he takes Strammel down.
His aunt and uncle felt that in Australia. Mason Campbell got hit so hard.
I did notice Strammel took note of 18. That's the player they're going to be gunning for. Brum sends it deep. Kennefic gives chase. He's the first to the puck. He's able to keep it in for Brum, who pins it up against the boards, and Prior Lake not able to clear it. Squirts around there, finally out to Prior Lake. They'll circle back and regroup. It's his man in the back. Kennefic does not want to give him a hit. Oh, almost a nifty pass there by Brum to a streaking Kennefic on the right side. Prior Lake tries to send that in as Tollefson's able to steer it to the right. That's chipped up, picked up now by Brum. We've got a 2-on-1 with Kennefic and Brum. Kennefic with a quick shot there right into the chest of the goalie. Ratzlaff now gives chase. He's able to pick that up as the Prior Lake player goes down. Pretty calm move there by Ratzlaff. I mean, as Tollefson with a quick shot, that squirts all the way out. Ratzlaff playing goalie tonight as well. Able to sweep that puck out of the zone there. It's chipped in deep, and I think Will will put a stopper on that. The Irish will regroup.
Put an end to the madness.
10:52 to go here in the second. Still 1-1. Shots evening up a little bit. 15 for your Irish, 14 for the Big Pond in the south.
I have noticed that the Irish are not using their skill. They're kind of trying to go 1-on-5 a little bit. A couple players, and they're getting away from passing the puck and skating like they have the first 3 or 4 games of the season.
Strammel able to pick that up, sends it up. Coming in now is Hendrickson as he's bumped off the puck into the corner. Sent all the way back up, kept in by Horsager with a low shot that's blocked by Prior Lake. But Strammel able to take control. He'll let a guy bump off of him all the way over. Smart play to Campbell. Almost tipped wide left there by Hendrickson. Horsager trying to sweep back up the line there with the puck. Prior Lake squirts that out, but Horsager gives chase and chop. Prior Lake not able to get there as Campbell breaks that up nicely as well. Strammel now. Ill-advised pass there as Tollefson makes a save that he didn't need to make.
Rookie mistake there.
This is how you learn, though, Chuck, is Lewandowski all the way over the one timer there to Campbell. What a play. What a heads-up play there by the first assist. Was that Hendrickson?
Might be.
Lewandowski had the first pass. They entered the zone, and Lewandowski puts on the brakes. All the way over, down in the zone there. Oh, that was Broughton Sabo, actually, with that pass.
Sabo with another apple, huh?
What a pass. I mean,
Campbell from Sabo, that sounds familiar.
That is not the type of pass you expect from a freshman. Or an 11th grader, even.
Or a freshman.
It said F. So I was looking at the position column, not the grade. But nice heads up IQ play there by Sabo to give Campbell his second goal of the night. And that's what the Irish defenseman can do. That top 4 core can play, can rush the zone just as well as stay back to block the plays as well.
They really are the strength of this team.
And the Irish are lucky to have 4 top talents there.
They're giving a second apple to Lewandowski on that goal.
Oh, wow. It should be Lewandowski from Sabo. Is that what you're saying it was, Chuck?
No, it's...
it was Campbell from Sabo and Lewandowski.
Right.
Yep. They got it right. We'll start a scrum here back at the center ice. 28, that's broken up. 28's kind of the bum out there, isn't he, Chuck? He's the one that keeps... that's offsides. Or too many men. Take your pick, boys. You got too many men then, either way you want to look at it.
One's a penalty, one's just a play stoppage.
I mean, I don't think that kid understands what he's arguing here. I wish they would have given it to him because then there's too many men on the ice. Prior Lake player was upset that they called offsides when he was standing on the blue line, clearly on sides.
He was only 10 feet inside the blue line.
One too many men out there, and they're lucky they got away with that.
That was number 28.
So Prior Lake wins that face-off. They'll dump it deep. Horsager first there for the Irish, up to Beatty. He'll squirt that back out of the zone, and Prior Lake quick to get it back in. The Irish able to regroup. Horsager up the boards to Beatty. Comes right through to the center. Prior Lake will loop back around now. Weismiller gives chase on a hard hit there. Starting to get physical as the Water Beetle evades a check. Still comes in with the puck. He fights that off by moving those feet. Love watching that action. Prior Lake gets fancy there and loses the puck. Now the Irish with some fundamentals.
Not in this house.
Up to Weismiller, who gets a shot on net there.
Gets off the ice. It's important for that third and fourth line to give the first and second line a break so that they can come out with fresh legs.
Good hands there by Wheeler. He's able to intercept that puck from going deep. And another quick low shot there that just goes wide right. He's the first one back there, though, to get his own rebound.
He does that very well. He get a quick shot off just inside the blue line and get the puck behind the net.
And another quick shot there that almost goes off of a player into the Prior Lake net, but the Prior Lake goalie is able to make the save. Almost at the half, just past the halfway mark here of the game now with 8:03 to go in the second period. Charlie Strammel there to face it off, and he wins it. So Lewandowski over to Ratzlaff, who sends it wide left like the Cleveland Browns kicker the other day.
That must cost you some money.
It hurts, Chuck. Ratzlaff with another shot there that goes off an ankle of a Prior Lake player. He throws it up to Ratzlaff, and it almost tipped down wide right. Centering pass there, broken up. That Prior Lake player could have received a penalty throwing the puck out 12 feet from his body.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
The rule is to use your hand. You cannot cup the puck or throw it. Oh, that didn't miss by much.
He was going for that upper left corner, too.
And another steered shot wide left there by the Prior Lake goalie. He's getting peppered right now. Right back to Ratzlaff. He'll loop around, find somebody on the other side of Lewandowski.
Honey Badger on the far side.
I'm not sure that was a legal play.
That was pass interference in football.
It was holding or something. Over to Strammel. Smart play there as he's able to get that back to Ratzlaff.
They're keeping the pressure on.
I mean, who had the over on touches by Jake Ratzlaff at 32? Because you think he's already over it. He's touched the puck more in the last 2 minutes. And most of those passes to him from Prior Lake. We got a whistle. God, I love the head on this Strammel kid. 28 just tried to annihilate him and getting his craw and trying to even make eye contact. Just skated to the bench. I mean, the poise of that young man as a freshman right now.
Yeah, it's you don't see that too often. A guy steps in here and steps on the first or second line and carries himself the way that Charlie does.
So the Irish skating up again here with the puck. They'll try to come in 1-on-3. That's usually not very effective, especially with a player like 28.
He's a senior thug.
Oh, all the way over to Kennefic, who's able to pick it up. He regroups. Oh, what a play by the Prior Lake goalie. Kennefic tried to go back and forth and 5-hole him. He just lost control. Coming in now, Prior Lake, and Tollefson makes the stop. And we've got a...
Don't be messing around in the kitchen, Prior Lake. That's what happens.
We've got some extracurricular activities, and
you can't take that last little hack at the goalie when he's got the puck counted up.
You got to know the code in this game.
Defensemen don't like that. Referees don't like it either. They usually let it go.
I mean, Prior Lake thinks they're wronged, and they're the ones doing the wrong. So we'll get a fresh set of 10 players out there, it looks like, just to cool it down. Strammel will take the face-off here with Beatty and Lewandowski.
Block shot by Strammel.
Along with Wheeler and Ratzlaff. hard collision there by Wheeler. He saw that coming.
Thumper.
And was able to put the pain on the other guy who thought he had him. Lewandowski skates around. We've got a lost stick here by Prior Lake. Stramel with the best pickpocket I've seen of the night. And in all alone. Oh, Lewandowski misses the net. You've got to be kidding me.
He only had 75% of the net to shoot at.
If you'd have bet 100 times $100 that would be missed by Lewandowski, you'd have just lost $100. But it'd have been the only 100 you ever lost your whole life. And now Wheeler,
the goalie, what the heck is going on here?
Going at it with Prior Lake player. Something's clearly agitated Wheeler there. And he's going to the box along with the other guy, so they'll both go to the box, and they're still jawing each other.
This is something right out of Canadian junior hockey.
I mean, Wheeler had his hand in his face and everything, and the ref's going to talk to them both here. I'm not sure what he's saying. Clearly we're not able to tell, but they're going to pull some captains in to talk about this.
Well, we'll win that battle because we only got like 5 of them.
And they all want to be a part of it right now. You got Campbell and Horsager.
The Campbell and Horsager AAC law firm.
Preston and Mason. Sounds like a scholarship breakfast announcement. Both players receiving coincidental roughing minors.
They'll keep it 5-on-5. Should.
And Chuck, once again, you are 100% correct.
I know a few
Your
things.
Insight is impeccable. Speaking of Scholar. We'll face it off in the Irish zone here. Your screen on the top dot. Sable being waved out. His brother used to get waved out a lot too.
Oh my God, he's been talking to his brother, I think.
Brum able to win it. Works out for the Irish. Goes back to Campbell. He's able to get it to Kennefic with a quick pass there back to Sable. And he takes a shot there in the boards, and Brum takes a player out.
He's going to go though.
This is going to get a little physical here now as they'll call interference on Brum. Oh, and the Prior Lake guy in the box gives a stick tap for that.
Senior doesn't like the call.
Only problem with that is the Prior Lake player is still in the box.
And they're down a goal.
And they are down a goal. So far not effective on the power play, so the Irish on a penalty kill here. 5:15 to go in the second period. We'll have Campbell, Stramel, Horsager, and Sable out there. There's a trip on Prior Lake. What a dumb play.
That'll be evened up.
What a dumb play by Prior Lake. I mean, I've seen some dumb things, but that was a dumb penalty. You have a power play for a full 2 minutes finally.
And you're down a goal.
And you're down a goal, and you just hope the ref doesn't see a slew foot out there.
15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
Ken Van, welcome to the stream. You're 100% correct. This is setting itself up for a great third period of hockey.
Yeah, we got to wait 5 minutes before we get there, though.
But it's definitely on a path of setting it up as they'll face off now in the Prior Lake zone. 4-on-4 hockey here for almost a full 2 minutes. Prior Lake barely had a power play there as the net will come off as Campbell slides into third and he's safe.
He couldn't get his speed brake deployed in time.
Forgot to pull the chute. Tollefson says, thanks, ref. And I get out of my way. Campbell will head off the ice. Regroup with Ratzlaff out there now. Otherwise, it's the same players. Strammel, Horsager, Lewandowski. Prior Lake trying to go around as Ratzlaff gives chase. He bumps the player off the puck, but not able to keep the puck. Centering out there. Prior Lake, Lewandowski. Oh, and that could be a slash, but it's no call. Up to the top of the point. Prior Lake tipped away by Lewandowski. Great effort to regroup there as Tollefson tips that wide right. Strammel's got the puck now, and his hands, he can come around and work it up as he is. One man beat, another man beat. And he loses the puck, unfortunately, but almost a headshot there on Lewandowski. And here comes Prior Lake with a 3-on-2. Strammel the trailer with Lewandowski.
Little G took care of that.
They'll send it deep. Tollefson decides to keep playing. Ratzlaff sends it over to Strammel. He gets by a man. Really effective on those bump checks. Centering pass there to Lewandowski, just out of his reach, and Campbell back on the ice as Ratzlaff now heads down. That's picked up. Hip check there by Campbell as he just basically stops in his tracks.
Prior Lake bench wanted a penalty there.
I'm not sure if they understand. Oh, and there's Sable gets taken down, no call, so
we're going to let him play now.
The refs are selective on what they're doing here. 3:15 to go. And the Irish back to full strength now as Kennefic comes in with the puck.
Get things set up here.
Oh, and a tip shot there right into the gut of the Prior Lake goalie, and he's able to make the stop. It's the 22nd shot for the Irish. They have 2 goals against 17 shots for Prior Lake with 1 goal.
Mike, believe it or not, the penalty boxes are empty.
I can't believe it, Chuck.
I'm sure we'll should take it over-under how long they'll stay empty.
I think this is your Mr. Clean moment of the game, Chuck. A clean box for all.
I bet you there'll be another penalty before the end of the period.
Well, let's hope it's not against the Irish.
I'm not saying which way. I'm just thinking there might be one.
I just said which way I hoped. Brum picks his pocket there. Sable picks up all the way over to Kennefic, just out of his reach. Kennefic gives a good fight there. That puck bounces back and forth as Prior Lake keeps handling. They lose their edge. Horsager now as Prior Lake regroups with a quick shot there off the side of the net. Irish lucky there that puck didn't come out further. Horsager gives chase behind the net. It's tipped over to Campbell, back to Horsager. Those two reading each other's minds already like mid-season form, Chuck.
Well, they've been playing together for 3 years at the varsity level now.
Tipped in there by Brum. Wheeler now back on the ice, first time since his altercation. Strammel now back to Wheeler. Wheeler up the boards to Hendrickson. He chips it over, tries to hit Lewandowski. It's able to be tipped wide right there by Tollefson. Strammel now with the puck. Oh, and I cannot believe they didn't call a trip there. Strammel with the puck. Ratzlaff, though, able to come in, and he sidesteps 3 guys with a quick little sauce there to Hendrickson, who gets the tip. Soft hands by Ratzlaff right now. I mean,
silky mitts is what they call them, Mike.
Speaking of doing the dishes at Thanksgiving, you think Jake did them with the Dawn detergent?
I don't think so.
I mean, that's possible.
Silky mitts.
Impressive. Chuck, what is the song they're playing right now, and what artist?
I couldn't tell you. I'll say Lil Wayne, and I don't know what the name of it is.
You are the human Shazam, Chuck. Lil Wayne.
Was it Lil Wayne?
I don't know. I was asking you.
My kids ask me that all the time, and I'm wrong like 100% of the time.
You sounded like you were very confident, so I was believing you, but now that you're second-guessing yourself.
I thought we had another souvenir.
Puck goes high off the glass is what Chuck's referring to. Squirts all the way over to Netflix. Connor Kennefic Campbell now coming in. He wants his third goal of the night. He'll leave it for Broughton Sable, who loses the puck, but takes a man down, and that's going to be a penalty.
Just a reminder, hockey fans, chuck a puck.
That's too bad. You were right, Chuck.
I was right.
At the 3-minute mark, you called it, although my wish was it wasn't the Irish, which I was not right. My hope did not go through, as it is the Irish going on to the box there, which is unfortunate with just under a minute to go in the period here now. Prior Lake will be on the power play here for 1 minute. Actually 57 seconds. And then barring another penalty, just over a minute as we start the third period. So coming out here now is Lewandowski. They're shorthanded. And a quick shot, and that takes a man down.
That's going to leave a mark.
And a hard hit there by Strammel. And a hard shot there by Wheeler.
A thumper.
And another hit by Lewandowski. So Prior Lake now starting to feel some pain. I don't know if the player that got hit in the ankles, that could have been a check from behind. These refs need to get a handle of this. Lewandowski now pins up against the boards in the corner. Gives the Prior Lake player a fit as he's able to squirt pass through two players into the zone. Strammel bumps him off the puck. Again, impressive play here. That should end the period. We're down to 5 seconds. I don't think Prior Lake will get another rush, and they'll hold off. They'll send it down the ice like a child, number 4, sends it up the ice there. Almost could have hurt somebody if that came into the stands.
Yeah, you almost took out a referee.
Scoring summary from the second period.
I've seen refs get hit, Chuck, with sticks or pucks, and you were there with me up in Roseau when that one ref took a uppercut with a stick and a face-off and
broke his finger.
Stopped the play and not only chewed the player out, put it in the box. He was not happy about that. Hey, where are your chuck-a-pucks? Where are your chuck-a-pucks? Don't tell me you don't have any chuck-a-pucks. You're the chuck-a-puck king. Where's Grandpa? Riker Sable able to pick up his chuck-a-pucks from his grandpa.
Grandpa was hoarding them for him.
Kid who never missed an opportunity to steal a quarter, Riker Sable, a future Rosemount Irish player, just stole 6 pucks from his grandpa. He'll be featured highlighted player of Chuck-a-Puck. Don't be surprised if you hear his name called with the win. And here they go, folks. I know our cameraman has got a good sign of this. I mean, this looks like thousands of Oreo cookies being dunked into the biggest bowl of milk you'd ever seen. I mean, pucks coming from the left, from the right, pucks hitting the glass. Kids not even owning pucks, picking the pucks up and throwing them in. And a lot of times they come in late. Wow, we have one that's not even in the dot that looks like the winner here. Yeah. And the buzzer goes, wait for it. There'll be 3 more pucks coming. You know it. Here they come. Just wait.
3.
Some kid doesn't understand the concept here.
Is that Joel? Joe Pomeroy making the official call out there on the winning puck.
Good for Joe.
All right, looks like we got puck number 59, Riker Sable.
Yeah, I mean, can you call it any better?
Unbelievable.
Can you call it any better, folks?
Unbelievable.
Your Chuck-a-Puck winner, Riker Sable. I mean, I should be compensated a percentage of that. Chuck, what did we have on that? 100? I took Riker, you took everyone else?
Yeah, we had 200 on that penalty before the end of the period, though, so you still...
So I owe you 100? Well, I think you should talk to your financial advisor, Kusky Financial.
Oh, we had to get him in here.
That's whether you have $1 like me or $1 million like Chuck. Brett Kusky can help you manage your money better than anybody.
He'll water that money and make it grow.
As is evidenced by Chuck's Patagonia sweatshirt. Those aren't cheap. So let it be known.
You want to say hi to your aunt and uncle?
I'll just wait for the text now from Rich Hauge. But Brett, maybe you're watching in your family room or not. Congratulations on all the success. Chuck certainly looks happier and dresses much nicer these days since you've been involved in his.
I got rid of my granimals and let my wife start buying my clothes for me.
I think we zoomed in on Brett's billboard, didn't we? It's kind of the plainest billboard up there other than that dentist one. Don't pan over to the dentist one, but
he needs to put his picture up there.
I mean, yeah, we need a picture of that smiling face.
We should need a business picture and an old hockey picture of when he played for the Irish.
I mean, he did. Yeah, look at Lee Gorans. I mean, professional.
Yeah,
and he's insurance. I mean, that's the way to do it. That's a professional right there. Brett, something to shoot for. You're a hockey player. Lee's a hockey player. You're a financial guy.
I think Lee made more money playing hockey.
Lee's got some money.
Lee might be investing, or Brett might be investing Lee's money.
That is a dang good-looking billboard, Chuck. I mean, the font on the board, Auto Owners Insurance.
Oh,
maybe that should be our new sponsor.
We could take anyone you want, Mike.
Jacob Miller's is another good one in the Remax. He's got a good shot there. You got the Hawkins clan up there, Premier Realty.
The one that gets me
got
is
the whole family in that one.
Is the one on the boards right in front of the home bench, the State Farm one. That looks like it's got Sheldon from Big Bang Theory on it.
Oh yeah, ride with the #1 car insurer in Minnesota, State Farm. Jason Lube. Is that how you'd say it?
Jason looks like Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory.
So we love all our sponsors here at RCC.
We love picking fun at them.
We're having a little bit of humor here with everybody. But thanks for all your support, everybody that's up on the board. But seriously, Kusky, let's get a picture up there. I'm probably going to get a text in a minute here. I feel like my boss is about to call me and yell at me. Hey, Jake Miller's actually watching. You got it, Jake. Thanks for your support of the community center here. Hopefully people looking to sell a house will come to you. Let's give you some press here on the feed. You'll at least probably get 1,000 views after this. We had 900 and something watch this after the game last time. 950 something.
950 what?
Views.
Really? Oh, after the day after.
Yeah. Now, Garrett Horsacker had 32 of them, but we have quite a few people.
I think all the kids go home and watch it after the game. After the game and after they get done.
Well, when they're ready to buy a house, Jake's ready to help them out. Oh, we got to swap batteries here, folks, so you're going to see a dark screen for a minute. We'll be back in 2 seconds.
We need to take a break anyways.
What do you think, Chuck? We're back on already? So I think we're back. That was the fastest. I mean, that's like a pit crew over here. If we blow a tire, TJ's on it to change the battery, and Chuck and I thought we had a minute to even run to the bathroom, but hell no. So Jake is actually also a Rosemount alum, Chuck. Oh, he's got to get his headset back on.
Sorry about that, Mike.
That's all right.
I had to wet my whistle. I thought we were going to take a break till this slowest Zamboni driver in the city got done.
Our Remax Advantage Plus supporter here, Jake Miller, is also a Rosemount alum.
He is. Awesome.
So full of Rosemount alums tonight, not only players, but also real estate agents. So the Zamboni is making its third pass around the ice here now. Chuck, what did you make of the end of that second period here as we set ourselves up for the exciting third, as Ken Van mentioned?
I think Rosemount showed a little bit better patience, maybe, might be a good word. Waited for their openings. They had I don't know if they had more scoring chances. I know they had better scoring chances. The back end, D and goalie took care of the defensive end of the rink. They did a little bit better job breaking out of the zone. And I think Charlie Strammel continues to impress.
I'll tell you what.
About everyone.
You brought him up. Not only the ability of that young man, but his brain on the ice. He's making smart plays, which
There's
is
a maturity that some of the other kids don't have as juniors or seniors.
There's no reason, barring any injury, that kid should not play at least 100 games for the Irish.
That
or leaving early.
My wife, being the keen, critical eye that she has, she thinks that Charlie will be the best player to come through the Rosemount program.
Wow, that's a bold statement from a keen eye.
She's got a keen eye for talent. And I saw a number before the season started, the number of games these four defensemen have played in varsity hockey already, just through their junior year. And it was up around 100 games between those four defensemen, which is phenomenal. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. You know, there's a couple of milestones to just mention here. I don't think we got through this earlier in the game, but Connor Kennefick right now is 10th on the all-time goals list with 46 after the last game, which is quite impressive. Luke Lewandowski, even more impressively, is 18th, tied with Tyler Linneruth with 32. So Lewandowski already in a year and a
year and 5 games,
has climbed his way to 18th place. So more than likely he will be 17th, and Tyler will stay at 18th here shortly.
Sorry, Ty.
Mason Wheeler and both Connor Kennefick are tied for 16th on the all-time assist list with 43. I think Connor had an assist earlier tonight, and he's obviously taken a lead there, or moved up a spot. And Kennefick also is 11th on the all-time points list with 89. So no doubt at some point this year he could potentially cross the 100-point mark in his career.
Yeah.
Still have 6 varsity players looking for their first goal. Just a matter of time here for Ben Peterson, Brady Weismiller, Jonah Forshear, the Water Beetle, Riley Bowick, Brady Johnston, and Carson Liebert, who had a great game a couple nights ago. Pretty impressive showing by him in one of his early games of the season.
Yes. As the community grows with the housing projects east of Highway 3, and the talent pool is just going to get deeper, and it just seems like once the program starts to have some success, people will move. They'll follow the successful high school programs. You'll get people from maybe Edina, Minnetonka, Eden Prairie, Lakeville North. They'll start moving into Rosemount to see if they can capitalize on some of that success and maybe get their kid showcased a little bit. So the talent pool is only going to get deeper, I think, for Rosemount.
I think you're right, Chuck. You know, we talked earlier about the global reach of this broadcast now as we're starting to widen our span of geographic coverage. Currently in Australia, we already mentioned.
Yeah.
We're also being watched tonight by Brady Johnson's aunt, Tanya Barwick, who's watching us from Beausevain, Manitoba.
Oh, boy.
That's up in Canada. So another continent, check the box.
I got some scores here.
You know, comedian Mitch Hedberg once said that he wants to get a big map and put it on the wall so he can put pins in every place he's covered. But first he's got to travel to the 2 upper right-hand corners of the map so he can hang it.
We got a score that's not a complete score. St. Thomas 3, Minnetonka 2, 12 minutes left in the third period. And those are 2 teams that are conspicuously missing from the top 10 in the state as of right now.
Is my mic on? So
Sorry, folks, I missed that too.
good to have Tanya watching. Brady's playing a nice game tonight, so hope you're enjoying the feed here from the Rosemount Community Center. And back to the ice here, Prior Lake. The Irish, always as courteous as can be, lets the opponent take the ice first.
So there's no rumbles between periods.
I'll just let them get a little tired earlier.
Something could happen this third period of this game. If these two teams play, they split last year, and there was only like 2 or 3 goals difference between the total.
Yeah, not only split last year, both won in each other's rink. So it's not as though Prior Lake is not familiar with winning in this arena. So I definitely think we're set up for some fast-paced, hard-hitting action here in the third. Still 2-1 Irish. They will start the period on a penalty kill as Broughton Sable went to the box with just under a minute to go in the second period. The Irish will have to fight off a minute 3 here as we start the third period. You know, just looking back up at the billboards there, Chuck, even the original Pancake House has a portrait of the chef.
That's a new one.
I mean, but
I have not seen that one before.
But there's a picture. I mean,
God, that sounds good.
Have you ever eaten there?
No, I haven't.
I'll tell you what, they're great pancakes, but their omelets, they bake them.
Really?
Phenomenal.
Wow.
If you're an omelet person, the original Pancake House, I guess the closest one's in Burnsville.
Wonder where that is in Burnsville.
All right, we're ready here to start the third period. Lewandowski will take the face-off with Kenefick and Campbell, along with Horsager. They'll fight the penalty here together to start out. Irish able to send that deep. They'll come out through the neutral zone here, try to set something up. They'll skate back behind the net with the puck, giving chase as Horsager, who pins his man up against the board and able to chip it out. Parley keeps it in. Try to send that all the way across, and Lewandowski just skates past it, thought he had a breakout. Centering pass tried to be tipped in, is sent wide. Horsager first behind the net. He'll chip that all the way up. Prior Lake right to the center of the slot there with a quick shot, and Tollefson with a great save. Let the man walk right to the middle. He had the angle, but Tollefson able to shut that down as fast as it opened up.
Little G stuck his mug in front of it too, just in case.
This will be the last rush here as the Irish have killed the penalty. And that's intercepted and squirted out nicely there by Sabo, as he already provides value into Wheeler in the middle with a quick shot there that just goes wide right. That might have hit the post.
Just missed the right post.
As that tips just wide right. And we've got another penalty on the Irish here. That could be embellishment maybe on Prior Lake. That was pretty bad. Call a hold on Strammel here. So the Irish not able to avoid the box here early in the third period. But they have been effective in killing all penalties tonight. We need one more. So your scoring summary again, for those of you that may not know, Mason Campbell has both goals for the Irish. One a shot from the top of the point, the other a nice passing play from Broughton Sabo and Luke Lewandowski. So killing the penalty now will be Hendrickson, Wheeler, Sable, and Ratzloff. And Prior Lake will try to regroup here as they'll skate up the ice through the neutral zone. They'll dump it deep. Ratzloff is first to the puck there. He tries to chop it past the Prior Lake player. They're able to keep it in the zone. Swing over to the right with a quick shot there, broken up by Wheeler.
Good stick.
Sabo able to do that. There's no penalty as Ratzloff's hauled down. First 40 seconds of the penalty kill have been managed. Prior Lake works its way to the middle with a quick shot. There's Tollefson with an easy blocker save there. They'll send it all the way down. Will playing a nice game tonight.
Good rebound control.
Able to stop a lot of shots that are coming at some weird angles. Campbell gives chase behind the net there as Prior Lake able to center it. And Tollefson just throws that out there like a rag doll. Kennefic hits Lewandowski all the way on the other side with a high shot just over the top of the net. Nice pass there to Lewandowski. Oh, and there's a headshot. That's got to be a penalty.
That's got to be 5 minutes there.
That not only will be 5, he could be done. That'll be a 10. That's easily a 10. I mean, that's no doubt. I mean, we're lucky.
Little G
our player got up. No, it was Kennefic.
Campbell?
Kennefic got the hit there. So the refs will confer. I'm not sure what the question is here, Chuck. That's a clear boarding.
I think they're discussing the severity that they're going to go with there.
Well, I don't think there's any question.
There's no question.
There you go.
Boarding. That's a 5. 5 scores as many goals as you can.
Yep.
That's just a matter if they're going to let them play the last 14 minutes.
I mean, ever since the Jack Jablonski hit, the refs usually don't even question the severity or the intent. If your head goes in first and you're hit from behind, you're usually done. So I'm surprised that wasn't a 2 and 10 or a 5 and 10 for that matter. But nonetheless,
5 and 2 in a game misconduct is what they should have done.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't be playing anymore. But he'll be sitting for 5 minutes, and the Irish now can score as many goals as they want. Be 4 and 4 here to start for the first 24 seconds. But once that's done, every time the Irish score, they'll still stay on the power play. A 5-minute major, you don't get your man back on the score like a 2-minute major. So the Irish working to fight off the first 40 seconds of this, which they do. And they are now on the power play for 4 minutes and 35 seconds. As many goals as they can get.
Stramel comes right out of the box into the fray.
This could be a very costly penalty for Prior Lake, as the Irish can be very effective scoring, with Kennefic with a shot that just went off the back of Brum as he limps around the boards, and he'll skate off the ice, I'm certain.
His mom felt that one.
Just out of the reach of Kennefic. Tollefson working on his passing there. Stramel checking off the puck, and Prior Lake clears out all the way down. It's on net, steered away. Picked up by Wheeler. He'll pass Ratzlaff. The Irish will try to set it up here with Lewandowski, Sabo, Campbell. He loses it, but he was able to pick it up again, and he loses it again. Goes back to Wheeler. Hendrickson hovering around here at the other end of the zone. The Irish need to pick up and get something going here. We're down to 3:30 in the power play. Lewandowski brushed off, and Prior Lake sends it all the way back down. Campbell now, they'll try it again. Sabo and Wheeler on the flanks, just out of the reach of Wheeler, and the Irish just not able to click right now. Sable will send that back to Campbell. He'll try it again. Up to Lewandowski as he'll enter the zone and send it deep around the boards. Just out of the reach of Prior Lake, but squirts past the Irish player. And now a 2-on-1 forming, but broken up by Campbell. And the Prior Lake player almost squirted through with the puck.
Almost had a 1-on-0 there.
Another 40 seconds have gone by here. We're down to 2:50 in the power play. The Irish change it up a little bit here. Horsager coming off for Wheeler, and Ratzlaff will change everybody up now. Stramel, Kennefic, Ratzlaff, Brum, and Horsager out there. Ratzlaff keeps it into the zone. I guess it squirted out, and they'll call off sides. So the Irish just not able to set something up here the first 2 minutes of this power play. They're down to 4.5 to go.
Can't get any flow going coming out of their own zone.
If you're just joining us or back from a break, 5-minute major penalty on Prior Lake, setting up the 4-minute and 40-second unlimited power play for the Irish.
It'd be nice to get the puck in the zone for unlimited minutes.
Be nice to get one out of this if we can here. Horsager sends it back in. Strammel picks it up all the way over the ice to Ratzlaff. He has to use his skate to catch the puck and loses control. Comes back up to the point to Horsager. He'll swing it over to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff with a quick wrist shot off the shoulder of the goalie, and he lost his stick there. Back over to Ratzlaff. He'll try it again with another shot. And the goalie able to make the save. Takes two Prior Lake players. Did the Prior Lake player just shoot the puck out of the ice, or what was that?
Goalie had the puck in his glove.
Oh, it's like a mouth guard or something.
You know what this is, singing Mike?
This is Rob Bass.
No, it's not. It's not him or her, whoever that was.
Oh, right up to Campbell. Gets it over to Lewandowski with a quick shot there, right in the goalie's face. And as Rob Riggle said in Hangover, in the face. So that'll leave a dent in the mask there of the Prior Lake goalie. Is a quick shot there. Campbell again up to Lewandowski. He'll streak down the left side. Stop to set it up. Up to the point to Campbell. Sends that over to Wheeler. He centers it, but no one's there. And Prior Lake sends it down again. We're down to 1:15 to go in the power play. The Irish have squandered a couple minutes and a couple opportunities here. Couple of chances here to rush up again. Lewandowski almost got tripped up there. He shakes and bakes around the right side with a quick wrist shot that hits the upper part of the net. And that is not the goalie net, but the net to keep the puck in the ice.
Well, I got some suggestions on what they should work on in practice maybe this next week. But I'm not saying.
Well, they're just suggestions. Just observations. That squirts out the Horsager. He gives it over to Ratzlaff with a quick wrist shot. There's a glove save made by the Prior Lake goalie. Oh, Troy Campbell's joining us.
That's one way to get him out of here.
The man with the... What? All right, that's back up to the point. Horsager to Ratzlaff, to Kennefic, back to Ratzlaff, over to Horsager, to Ratzlaff with a one-timer, and that hits a Prior Lake player.
He's trying to jump over the puck, but jumped right into it.
That might have been in a spot you don't want to get hit. One last rush here as we're down to 30 seconds in the power play. Horsager, wow.
We might get no penalty.
A complete yank and no call. And Prior Lake wants a stop of the play, which, what are they talking about? Up to Ratzlaff with a quick shot there and a glove save. So, a couple of non-calls there by both sides, but one worse than the other is Garrett Horsager was roped like a calf in the point there, and no call. Fell on top of the puck, and Prior Lake wanted a call that said he was a delay of game.
I don't know. All we ask for is consistency, Ralph.
So 9:11 to go in the game. 10 seconds left in the power play for the Irish. Up to Ratzlaff.
Oh, just missed that backdoor pass.
Tries to get it down to Wheeler.
Another one.
And he's shoveled into the boards. Hendrickson says, I don't want the puck. To Ratzlaff. He can't keep it, and that's trying to go off the back of the goalie.
They fired into their own bench.
Normally that would be a delay of game. But in high school hockey, they don't do that. So Prior Lake successful in killing off the 5-minute major. And with 8:55 to go, the Irish still lead 2-1, but
well, the Irish didn't make him work too hard to kill it off.
Prior Lake winning that face-off, goes back behind the net. Kept in by Ratzloff, picked up by Hendrickson. He'll chip it deep. Strammel first in. Hendrickson gives chase around the boards there. Ratzloff does his best poke check to keep it in, using his feet. And Hendrickson up through the boards,
the rafters,
almost into the air vent. I wonder if anybody's ever shot it in those air vents.
I don't know.
I wonder if they've ever tried that in practice.
You could probably give somebody a lifetime and they'd never do it.
You're probably right. It'd probably take a unique shot to get it. I don't even know if you could throw it in there, but nonetheless, the puck did not make it. So no souvenir for anyone. We'll face off at center ice like the game just started. Prior Lake sends it deep. That'll go all the way around the boards. Chased down by Campbell. Over to Horsager, who sends that up to Brum. Brum does a nice spin move around, and Kennefic able to squirt through there. He'll chip it deep there to Sabos. He'll squirt around the boards, send it up to Horsager without quite enough mustard there to get to Garrett. 28 with a drop pass and a one-timer there by Prior Lake.
I think Will got a blocker on that.
Got a piece of that. Sent it up over the boards. Nice play by Will Tollefson there. Again, having faced 21 shots, only one goal. You got that save percentage in your brain there, Chuck?
No.
Although if it was 0 goals on 21 shots, you know that percentage.
That would be 100% save percentage. Wisconsin's up on Ohio State 21-7 at halftime.
Wow. Would never have predicted that.
No.
And Ohio State could have just knocked themselves out of the national title game.
Yeah.
Although it'll certainly make it interesting for the selection committee.
Yeah, that'll all come through tomorrow night.
So the Irish fighting for the puck here in the corner. It squirts out to Lewandowski. Chipped out right to Prior Lake, who tries to send it in, and that's steered away. Wheeler with a skate. Ratzloff gives chase now as Prior Lake loops around. They try a quick low shot that Will's able to steer back into the corner. Keeping it in the zone, and Will say that's enough of that. I want to see a timeout. I need to see a little backwards pirouette from our goalie.
Yeah.
Just to see how relaxed he is in a tight game like this, which wouldn't surprise me. Chuck, your favorite artist on again. Is this Lil Wayne?
I'd say another rapper, but I can't think of another one right now. This is Drake.
Whoa, and a quick face-off over the top of the net. Campbell's pinched off of that, and Brum does his best chance to hit the Prior Lake player. It's like they were at a high school dance together. Prior Lake fans on another shot, and that's steered wide right. Crossing through the center, tipped away. Kennefic's got the puck now. He'll give it up to Brum. He'll send it in deep. It's checked off the puck. Back up the ice, and Prior Lake, where are their players? They're trying to make a change or something. The Irish somehow had 3 people in the zone with only 2 Prior Lake players. They try to chip it in, and Ratzloff with that reach just says, not today.
Not today.
I think you, last game, Chuck, mentioned his arms touch the ice, or his hands touch the ice, or what was your comment?
Our hands go down to his knees.
Hands down to his knees.
He can cover one sideboard to the other by just changing hands with a stick.
Wheeler now sends it across ice to Lewandowski.
He dumps it deep.
Puck will go deep. Hendrickson gives chase. He comes out with the puck now, and he does a good job maintaining control and avoiding a check. Lewandowski now giving chase. Ratzloff keeps it in, and he'll squirt to the middle all the way to Hendrickson, who'll take a shot.
Oh.
That's blocked, but picked up by Lewandowski. Lewandowski gets it up to Wheeler, who'll wind it up with that snapshot. And Wheeler chips that away. Prior Lake first in, though. Ratzloff bumping him off the puck. Wheeler and Strammel. This is the power fivesome out there with Strammel, Wheeler, and Ratzloff. And Tollefson able to make a save. Checked hard off the puck. There's Prior Lake. Strammel gives chase. Ratzloff picks it up. They're not able to clear the zone as it's sent around the boards there to Hendrickson. 3 Prior Lake players converge, almost knock each other out. That's football back in, and the Irish will make a change. But they'll call icing first. 5 minutes exactly to go now in the period, in the game actually. 2-1 still, Rosemount. Here at the Rosemount Community Center. Approaching the 9-hour mark in the evening, Chuck, on Saturday.
Just trying to think of who this is. I think this might be Drake.
The Irish able to win that face-off over to Horsager. To Brum. Picks that out of midair, but loses it. Through the neutral zone now. Prior Lake will regroup. They lose the puck now as Brum tries to chip that in. Sabo now able to get that puck out and chop some wood. Kennefic able to come up with the puck. Horsager does his best lob shot to the center of the ice. Oh, what a stab out of the air. Saved a breakaway probably. The Prior Lake player not happy, flexing his stick, which could break, and not sure why he would do that, but Prior Lake outside of the play now, starting to do some things that if they're caught will be going to the box again, so don't want to get too careless here with 4 minutes to go. Ridden hard by Brum off the puck. They'll try it again, centering now. A weak shot there by 18. As he checks from behind, that could have been a penalty, but no penalty called.
Rosemount seems content to sit on this 2-1 lead. They're just dumping the puck out of the zone, let Prior Lake work it back in, dump it out. Not a big fan of that kind of hockey, but if they think it's going to work for them, more power to you.
And that's where you can get into trouble. So the Irish got to keep playing their game as though they're behind. Keep trying to force the pressure there. Don't sit on their lead here. Prior Lake sweep into the middle there with a shot that goes over Tollefson's head. Hendrickson chips that up just out of the reach of Lewandowski, and Prior Lake will send it in. Or they'll walk it in, and a man off sides.
Thumper's getting even.
And 27 tripped.
He's got a memory like an elephant. Doesn't forget nothing. He remembers from the first period who tipped him over in the corner.
And not sure what we're waiting for here, but Wheeler's talking to the ref. And he'll lose that battle.
As they always do.
Like most kids do in a hockey game. Never seen a ref change a call. Strammel fights through as Prior Lake sends that deep. Tollefson able to stop. Picked up by Wheeler. He'll skate it out. Chipped high off the ice. Past Owen Hendrickson. And there's a hard sweeping shot. And the Prior Lake player sent the stick down the ice. That could have been a penalty there on the Prior Lake player.
It should be.
But like a good young man, Lewandowski skates over as his mother taught him to pick. Oh, it's a broken stick. Oh, no. Steve. I think I see a tear coming down Steve's face. As there's another $300 down the drain. We need a sponsorship from Bauer for the Luke Lewandowski Fund.
Endowment
Fund for sticks. So we're down to 3 minutes, 3:01 to go here. The Irish still lead 2-1. It's been a soft couple of minutes here as that goes all the way through the rafters. And giving chase is Brum.
Said Campbell luck. He made it through the rafters without hitting anything.
And the goalie decides to take the face off versus face the music.
First face off that we've had down on their end for quite a while.
Took 9 seconds off the clock. We're straight up 9 p.m. Central Time here for our international folks. .252 to go, and Prior Lake able to win that face-off. They send it, or try to send it out. It stays in. They'll center it around. They'll pick it up the boards there. Picked off by Horsager again. He's 2 for 2 on those at knee-high to shoulder height.
It's a baseball skills.
I mean,
dual sport athletes.
And now he's got a face 21 coming in, and Tollefson able to steer that one away. Horsager trying to pin that up.
Pin it up, keep that clock rolling.
A foot wedge up to Hendrickson, who's able to squirt that out of the zone. Prior Lake will send it in deep again, is my guess, and I'm right. Horsager, he's 2 for 3 now.
Fouled that one off a little bit.
He missed that one, but. And Wheeler losing the puck there, but Hendrickson at his back. The scrum ensues now on the boards. That's the Tollefson mask.
I don't think he ever saw that. He got it with his shoulder. Mask fell off.
And he took it off because I think some damage was done to that. That's a good chance to look at Will Tollefson here. Before the games, he is so into the zone up here by himself, doing his thing, getting ready, practicing his reflexes. I'm afraid to talk to him. He's so in the zone.
This is Michael Jackson, I know that.
The song, you mean?
Yes.
I think this was your theme song in high school, wasn't it, Chuck?
Pretty much so, yeah. I don't even think I was in high school when this song came out.
Hey, it might not have been your theme song in high school. Whatever it takes, Chuck.
You're bad.
What's the name of this song, Chuck?
I don't know. I forgot. No.
Well, you know the artist. All right, we're just past the 2-minute mark here left in the game. And a hard hit by Wheeler. Completely legal, and now Prior Lake obviously headhunting on Wheeler. But Lewandowski says, that's fine, I'm coming in with the puck. Tries to center it to Hendrickson, and just out of his reach. Now coming back the other way. Wheeler will line him up again, maybe?
He's got to have eyes in the back of his head now.
That kind of hit doesn't phase Wheeler. It'll come back to
another
him.
one coming.
It's all right. Wheeler sat him down, and now we've got Lewandowski. Strammel coming in to take part of this, and just wide right. Saved by the goalie and blocked out, but that's kept in by Hendrickson, and they'll have to regroup out of the zone and be sent in deep by Lewandowski. We are 1 minute to go here in a couple seconds. Irish get a change. Brum, Kennefic, Campbell, Horsager, and Sable out there. Horsager doing a nice job keeping track of that puck as they tip it deep. 45 seconds to go. Prior Lake will pull the goalie here in a minute, I would assume. They just can't get it out of the zone, and the goalie now leaves the box. He has to go back, though, as the Irish look to send that in, and there's a stoppage of play as I think the puck left the ice.
Yeah, it got into the penalty box.
So good job killing 10 seconds of an opportunity there to have 6-on-5 in their zone. Prior Lake goalie had to retreat back to the net, and they'll face off just outside of the Irish zone now.
I think Prior Lake's going to call a timeout here.
We've got our first timeout, so let's get the camera on Will. I know that we're going to get some backward skating here. And this is the way Will stays relaxed. I mean, here we go. Here we go. I mean, you just don't see that kind of skating with goalies.
Crossovers. Used to be a forward at one time, I bet.
And I mean, we're going to get some momentum here. There's some speed coming up. Look at this.
Could we see it like a double axle or a Salchow?
I mean, did you see the first 2 steps there, Chuck?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, he's thinking about this one. He's thinking. Here he comes. Watch this. Pick it up, Will. Comes a double, and rotate, and back, and back. I mean, he knows where the net is at all times. He doesn't even have to look. Right behind it. I mean, I have a hard enough time skating with just shin pads on, let alone
goalie pads.
Full-on laundry baskets wrapped around my legs. I mean,
that's why you're up here, Mike, and not in some senior league playing goalie.
It's a good point, Chuck. It's a great point. All right, I think Will's had enough. He knows the minute is just about done. It's the most skating he'll see all night. Although I think most goalies, when they're playing in the goal, the movement from crease to crease, I think, is 3.2 miles during the course of a game, Chuck.
No way.
Well, maybe that's 3.2 kilometers. So what a setup we have here with 36 seconds to go. The Irish still lead 2-1. They have pulled their goalie, and we will face off just outside of the Irish zone. So if the Irish can get possession and skate down, which they've pushed the puck, and Stramel gives chase, and the Irish are able to keep it in there. Prior Lake now streaking through the center. That's broken up. Sabo just loses it. Chased into the corner, kept into the zone. Sent deep. Tried to center that, and that's a high stick. They'll wave that off as it's touched by the Irish. We're down to 8 seconds, and they'll pin it up. Prior Lake coming out with the puck. 5 seconds. Centering, and a shot tipped just over the top of the net, and that should be the game.
Great opportunity.
There's a headshot at the end. But the Irish smartly decide not to take part of those shenanigans. And that's your game, folks. Irish move to 5-0. Prior Lake moves to 3-2. And the Irish now not only undefeated on the season, but undefeated in the conference. Solid, gritty play tonight for your number 3 team in the state, Rosemount Irish.
They won ugly. They didn't have their best game. I think they got caught on their heels a few times. To tell you the truth, I thought Prior Lake outplayed us. For the most part, what we have, we only outshot them by 5 shots, but I thought they outplayed us.
They might have outplayed us, but you gotta win ugly games, Chuck. If you're gonna win them all,
absolutely,
and you're gonna be one of the top teams in the state, this is the kind of game you gotta pull through and win.
That's where I started the conversation. We won ugly. And you got to win those games.
I think I know. Talking to Coach Sainty ahead of the game, one of the objectives of this game tonight was all business, and I think respectfully, even with some of the challenges they faced and some of the advantages they had not capitalizing on, it was all business, and they end up winning the game. So
yeah.
So that's the end of the game again. We're going to sign off. Thanks, everybody, for joining again. Next home game.
Thursday night
against
Apple Valley.
Everybody, have a good night. Thanks again. The Irish win 2-1.
See ya.